Kirtan is based on the idea that sound carries consciousness, the tone of my voice, the music we listen to. Sound plays the active role of being a soundtrack in everything we do. So Kirtan is a form of mantra meditation that is prescribed in the practice of Bhakti Yoga as a form of meditation that helps one achieve the highest peace of mind and allows one to connect with their soul or inner happiness. And the way it works, as you can see, it's not really a type of meditation that you would expect. Maybe in some places you sit in a circle or you have beads or it's silent meditation. Today will actually be the opposite of a silent meditation. It's a meditation party, is one way I think we can put it. And it's done so in a call and response manner where we have a lead singer. They say a Sanskrit mantra and then we follow and repeat that Sanskrit mantra. And one example I like to give, and I read it in a book called Chant and Be Happy, which is essentially, why do we chant and say the same thing over and over again? It's because certain words or phrases carry more potency than others. For instance, if you chant Coca-Cola, 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 if you did that even for 5 minutes here, half of you would leave. I hope half of you will leave. But if we sit and chant Om or any of these other mantras, you'll find that there is an everlasting freshness to them. And that's a very simple way that we can see that the type of sound we surround ourselves with has the ability to impact the way we feel. So I encourage you as much as possible to try and participate in the kirtan and the mantra chanting in call and response fashion. If you find your mind wandering, bring it back to the mantra. Our goal is to engage all 5 of our senses. And one way we can engage our ears and the tongue is by vibrating our tongue and hearing what we are saying. Don't worry about the accent, if you're hitting all the right syllables. It's the intention that matters. That being said, we'll have Akshara kick us off with the first mantra, and she'll lead us in a practice round so we feel a little bit more prepared, and we'll dive in.
Of what mantra meditation is. So today we'll be saying the mantra on the screen, and we'll go line by line. So Govinda Jaya Jaya,
Govinda Jaya Jaya,
Gopala Jaya Jaya,
Gopala Jaya Jaya,
Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Everyone together. Govinda Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya
Jaya
Hopefully this was a good example of how, depending on what you're chanting, there can be different outcomes. For those of you who joined us a little bit later, earlier we were talking about how it's not that you can chant just any mantra over and over again and feel a sense of peace. If we chant Coca-Cola, 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 it really doesn't invoke the same sense of peace as Sanskrit mantras, which were prescribed in the meditation texts as ways to bring inner peace, to control the senses, tame the horses, which are our senses, and bring them under wraps. This world is designed to engage and pull our senses in all the directions, and it feels like we're being pulled apart by our own mind, which is running around. So that being said, Bhakti Yoga is a process, it's a lifestyle which is not just practiced in a studio like this. It's not a meditation you come and do once a week for 2 hours. It's a way of life. It's a way that you interact with the world around you, how you perceive the world around you, how you react to situations. And Bhakti Yoga is based on this idea that it is possible to be a yogi in your daily life by understanding it from a lens that allows us to see the world with equal vision. So that being said, we have Deepak joining us today to give a talk, and I think this one's going to be really interesting because he's going to be sharing some stories from the Vedic literatures, one specifically known as the Ramayana, and he's going to be connecting how we can take away some practical lessons in regards to our relationships, friendships, the way we interact with people, the way we love people, because be in complete isolation. Humans are beings of interaction. So I think this will be really interesting, very apt. Deepak himself, he has been practicing Bhakti Yoga for 15 to 20 years, if not longer. He grew up in a spiritual environment, but he's been seriously practicing for quite some time now, while at the same time but following a career. Oftentimes people think being spiritual, meditating means that you renounce everything. But Bhakti believes in this idea that you don't need to renounce the world to be calm and find inner peace, but they go hand in hand. If we understand our dharma or the duties that are associated with each one of these different activities that we follow. That being said, I invite Deepak to come up and share a little bit of wisdom, and we will be back with Kirtan in about 25 or 30 minutes. And if you need to stretch, feel free to stretch. We have water in the back, whatever's needed, and we'll be back in 25 seconds.
Hello everyone. I'll just wait for people to just settle in. It's wonderful to see you all here. Lot of familiar faces, some new. Thank you. So this is the topic I thought somehow it has happened in the last 1 month. I've spoken to some of the members from our community who have been coming here, and they are at that part of the life when you become very introspect with your relationships, there are challenges which is going in their life. So I thought that particular talk will give a tool which probably can be very useful to most of you. So today, I didn't put a nice poem. I'll just recite. I don't know whether you read it or not. So this is the whole topic. When love pulls you left and right, and both sides say, "Stay tonight." When every choice feels less than clear, and louder grows the voice of fear. Where do you turn? Where do you stand when two hearts reach for your hand? Tonight we enter the Ramayana's forest deep, where promises are hard to keep. A golden deer, a distant cry, a line drawn quietly nearby. When trust feels thin and words go wrong, when being right won't make you strong, can love stay steady, calm and true, even when none understand you? So that's what we'll be talking about through the story of Ramayana. Okay? So let me ask you a question. How many of you have been stuck with people you love, and both of you upset, both emotional, and both are convinced that they are right? How many of you have been in that situation? Raise your hand. That only that much? Okay. So if we haven't faced that situation, congratulations. Either you are too young or you are just too lucky, you will be getting into that situation. And I can tell you from my experience, I am 50, I have a wife, been married for 25 years, have kids, life, and if you see from outside, it's a wonderful life. I work in the tech, make a good living, have a good house, good friends, family. But the life is life. It goes ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs. And if we don't know how to go with that wave, it will trouble us a lot. Okay? So whether you're young or old, we all need to learn these tools in our life. So most of our relationship struggles don't come from lack of love. They come from moments when love pulls us in opposite direction. What does it mean? It's not about the right or wrong. Both are right. Which right would you pick? How do you know which right to pick? So what do I mean when I say love pulls us in opposite direction? It's not that the love disappears. It's not that the love disappears. It's that love start asking us to choose. We love more than one person. Wait, I'm not talking about two partners. Okay? We care about more than one outcome. For example, you love your partner, but you also love your parents. Correct? You love honesty, but you also want to protect someone's feelings. So balance between honesty and feelings also. Okay? You love peace, but you also want to stand up for what feels right. Peace and what feels right. Do you want to go for the war? Right? So in those moments, love doesn't give us a clear answer. That's when love, it starts pulling us in two directions. So you got the context, what we were talking today? So today, I want to talk about love and relationship. This is not romantic relationship, advice, or the conflict resolution technique which I'll be talking. I'll be talking much something deeper. The principles. What do we do when love itself becomes complicated? When emotions are high, acquisitions are flying, and there is no perfect choice. Just not acquisition, I have seen some other things are also flying. People have told me. So, in most difficult moments, love is not missing. What is missing? Is care. Love is there. Just we are not seeing it the way it needs to be seen. What's missing is clarity, because fear has entered the room. Pay attention to the word. Fear has entered the room. When I say what's missing is clarity, I don't mean intelligence. Most of us are very capable of thinking clearly. But clarity disappears the moment fear enters the room. So fear narrows our vision. Instead of seeing the whole situation, we start seeing only one thing, and that is what might go wrong. For example, or would you like to give some example? Give me example. You hear the example? Okay. Okay. So example is fear of loss. You're going to lose somebody, right? Fear of being abandoned. A lot of people in the intimate relationship, they feel fear of being abandoned suddenly. Fear of being misunderstood. Fear of making the wrong choice. So this is the fear, right? When the fear enters, doesn't matter how intelligent, how much wisdom you have, things might start becoming narrower. Our choices might be going in a wrong direction. Okay? So when So, and when fear takes over, love doesn't disappear, but it gets distorted. Okay? It gets distorted. So this is the very important thing. So love is there, but it's getting distorted. We are looking from the different vision, and we are perceiving different things. So today, now I'll be now bringing the story of Ramayana. So Ramayana is often seen as an epic, a spiritual text, a grand spiritual text. Okay, but at its heart, it is a story about relationship, about humanity, how one should live together. That's what Ramayana deals a lot. And there's a lot of learning. If you really want to know how to live a perfect life, of being a perfect husband, wife, mother, father, different relationship, you can study Ramayana. So, about people who love each other deeply and are tested deeply, right? So this is what this Ramayana is going to be talking. So this is a story setup, okay? So there are three characters: Ram, his wife Sita, and Ram's brother, younger brother Lakshman. They have been banished for 14 years in the forest. The term used is called, in the Sanskrit word is called vanvas. So that's the reason you see vanvas means simplicity, vanvas, right? So basically, you don't have no palaces, no comfort, no telephone notification either, just forest life. So basically the original digital detox. You are in a digital detox, okay? So that's where they are. So they are in the forest right now. And then Ram's beautiful wife, Sita, sees a golden deer. Beautiful, shimmering, but unreal. She asks Ram to bring it. Ram hesitates because he senses something isn't quite right. But love listens. Not because it's logical, but because love is attentive to the heart. So sometimes we make the choices when we know that we shouldn't, but we love somebody. And if that person asks, we make the choice. That's love. So Ram listens. What happens next? Ram goes after the deer. And with that, separation begins. Not because of lack of love, but because love sometimes says yes, even when it doesn't fully understand the consequences. Does it happen to you? You say yes without sometimes understanding the consequences? Time passes. Then suddenly, from the deep of the forest, a cry rings out. Ha Sita, ha Lakshman. It exactly sounded like Ram is shouting, seeking help. Sita's heart's panic. Fear takes over. And fear has a way of drowning our wisdom. Okay? Are you in the situation? Sita's situation? Sita turns to Lakshman and says, "Go! Something has happened to Ram." Lakshman freezes. Because Ram had given him one clear instruction before he left, he gave one clear instruction: do not leave Sita under any circumstances. Now Lakshman is standing at the center of a relationship storm. The fork is happening here. One side, loyalty to Ram, his brother. He asked not to leave. On the other side, responsibility for Sita. They are in the forest, deep forest. fear in the environment. There's a fear. What should I do? That means, of course, you can see Sita is very fearful. So Dharma is pulling in opposite direction. Lakshman is getting pulled by Dharma in opposite direction. So when I say Dharma, do you understand what does it mean? Anybody can tell me what Dharma is? Duty. And duty for what? Here in this situation, whether I should do this thing which is right, or should I not do this thing because this is wrong. Here the problem is, as I started, both are right. Responsibility for loyalty to his brother, responsibility for Sita, what he should do. But you see the turn of event. And then fear turns into accusation, because Lakshman doesn't know what to do. He's standing there still, not making the move. Sita is asking Lakshman to go, look for Ram, but he's not leaving. And what Sita does? Sita says something devastating. This is what she says. You want Ram to die so you can have me? See what he has said. I'll repeat what he said. What she said. Right? You want Ram to die because you can have me. And Ram used to consider Sita like her mother. Somebody you are thinking like mother, and she is accusing you that you are being lusty for me. Isn't that cruelty? What do you think? Most people will snap here, right? What do you think? It's a cruelty, right? But this is not cruelty. This is fear speaking. Here the lesson begins. Sometimes we hear the things which we don't want to hear, bad words, right? But that's sometimes the love has turned into the fear, and those words are coming through that channel of fear. Okay? So that's what's happening right now. This is the moment where most people's relationship start collapsing. When hurtful words are spoken, when intentions are questioned, when ego wants to defend itself. And at this point of time, most of us would react immediately with anger, explanation, or a very long message stating with, let me clarify. And basically this is where the draft message becomes a novel. Right? You know, we just start trying to clarify, and this is what happened, this is what happened, this is what happened, and we just, a lot of discussion, argument starts happening. But Lakshman does something extraordinary. What do you think? What did Lakshman do? He does something extraordinary. He does not shout. He has been accused, mind you. He has been accused. He does not shout. He does not argue. He does not defend his character. He bows down and he leaves. Imagine, some of you must have had this kind of a situation where now if you think on the hindsight, you could have done something different. But before leaving, this is even, look at his character. Before he leaves, Lakshman draws a protective boundary, and that is called the Lakshman Rekha. You see that light around the hut? So love does not mean emotional collapse. Many times we just snap, we just leave the room, you do whatever. Lakshman doesn't do any of those. So love does not mean emotional collapse. Love does not mean losing boundaries. Love means acting from clarity and not from wounded ego. And this is important because Lakshman is not walking away in anger. He's not walking away in anger. He's not withdrawing love. He is responding with clarity. He is not reacting, he is responding with clarity. We often think love means staying no matter what. That love means absorbing everything. That we can become like a bouncy ball. Somebody can do anything, right? We think that love means absorbing everything. But love does not mean emotional collapse. This is where most of us falter. Love does not mean losing boundaries. Boundaries are not the absence of love. They are how love stays intact. I'll repeat. Boundaries are not the absence of love. They are how love stays intact. Lakshman shows us that love means acting from clarity, not from wounded ego. This is love with self-respect. Now Lakshman goes there, Lakshman finds Ram. He was safe. And now what happens? Ram is very upset. What Ram has told him? Do not leave Sita in any circumstances. And here he is. Why did you leave Sita? I told you not to. Now Lakshman is misunderstood. Both people he loves have misunderstood him. He loved both of them more than his life. He was not supposed to be banished. Ram was banished. Sita came with Ram out of love. And Lakshman made the choice, no, I will come to protect both of you. And they are prince. And now both the person he loved dearly are upset with him. Look at the situation. What did Lakshman did again? What do you think was Lakshman's reaction when he was accused again by Ram? I told you not to leave Sita and you are here. Why did you do that? What do you think Lakshman's reaction was? Again, he does not explain. He does not explain. He absorbs the moment. And this is not weakness. This is emotional maturity. Sometimes we think that being quiet, not defending ourselves, you are weak-hearted. But this is the real maturity. And I'm telling you, sometimes just silence is golden. Just golden. You just hear it, absorb it, especially from your loved ones. This story gives us powerful lessons for our own relationship. Fear often speaks louder than love. Reaction is automatic. Response is a choice. Reaction is automatic. Response is a choice. Boundaries are an act of care. When sometimes we are building the boundaries, that's an act of care. We build the boundaries for the kid. Do not go outside the home. That's an act of care. The kid can accuse us that you are not letting me go outside, but that's an act of care. You can be loving and still be misunderstood. That's the reality. That's the reality. You can be loving and you can be misunderstood many times. So how to manage your fear? So the question is, okay, all those things begin due to the fear. How to manage your fear? Any thoughts on that? Yes?
Bring yourself back to the present moment.
Sorry?
Bring yourself back to the present moment.
Okay.
It's hard to have fear when you see things in the light of truth, but you see things as they're unfolding, not when you're adding to the situation.
Very good, very good. The other thing is, we start acknowledging that I am in fear, I am fearful, okay? So this is the question is not how do we get rid of fear, because when we are fearful, it's very hard to get rid of fear. Because fear is part of being human. The real question is, what do we do when fear shows up? So notice fear without letting it drive, right? So this is the first choice. So the moment fear enters, most of us try to act quickly. We speak fast, we decide fast, we react fast, but fear doesn't need to be removed. It needs to be noticed. So that's the first thing. So the moment I can say fear is present, so sometimes the kids say, I am fearful, right? That acknowledgement itself, then the parent come and say that, okay, no, it's all right, right? So just acknowledging that I am fearful, that itself is a good beginning, knowing that I am fearful. So fear, by that, just acknowledging itself makes the fear lost some of its power. So in this case, you can add, Lakshman doesn't deny fear. He simply doesn't let fear decide for him, right? The other technique which I commonly use, create a pause between fear and action. So you don't need to act immediately. Late reaction, delayed reaction. In the corporate they say delayed decision making. So fear is urgent, clarity is patient. Managing fear is really about creating a small pause. Like not replying immediately to a message when emotions are high. Fear asks, what will I lose? Clarity asks, what is the most loving response right now? Not the most comfortable response, not the response that protects my ego. The most loving response, this directly sets up Lakshman's choice. So many times, our response comes from our ego. So one of our community member I was talking about, he was very self-aware. He's gone through a difficult phase of his life. And he's telling that, I know that this is not right, but I'm so fearful that I'm going to lose everything. I want to make drastic decisions, bad choices. So emotions change moments to moment. Values don't. This is the other point I wanted to make. Emotion will always change, but the value system, what value system you have, that doesn't changes. Okay? And accept that clarity may still be misunderstood. Even when we respond with clarity, we may still be misunderstood. And managing fear also means accepting that love doesn't always come with validation. Lakshman is teaching us that. So in nutshell, fear doesn't need to disappear for us to act wisely. It just needs to stop being in the driver's seat. So when we talk about love and relationship, we usually think of two people. But love is bigger than that. Love is connectivity. Now just before I go into this little philosophy here, think that if you have loved somebody, maybe in an intimate setting also, do you think just knowing that your other partner and loving him or her is enough for the stable relationship? Why not? Seems deeper than that? Go deeper. Like in terms of that, for example, there can be your brother, sister, siblings, your partner, brother, sister, siblings, parents. Now, if you are in love with the other person, but you're accusing the relationships of the other person, how long the love can last between you two? Because that person loves the other person, right? So love is much deeper. It's not just between two of those people. Love is a connectivity between individuals, It further expands and goes to family, then further expands and goes to society, and further goes and expands to humanity. So love means you love or respect the thing and the people. The beloved loves. Love means you love or respect the things and the people the beloved loves. Did you follow? Means if you really want to love somebody, you love the things and the people they love in their life. If you want to love somebody and somebody is having the dog, if you love the dog, you see the other person will get attracted to you because you love the dog. They are the loving dog. Right? So that can be hard, but that's what love is. And when this love becomes conscious, intentional, and rooted in values, that is what Bhakti Yoga points toward. So this is Bhakti Studio, as you know. We talked about the Bhakti Yoga. Ayan mentioned about the principles, the conscious thinking, right? And then he says that it is the way of life. Why? Because we all want to love. We want to be happy. We want to be peaceful. Invariably, what happens? We find that, oh, love was flaking, it went away, or I'm going through the difficult time. But when you start seeing the connectivity between ourselves, our environment, family, society, and it grows, and we are able to start understanding the love in that way, your love life will be more stable. So in my 25 years of life with my wife, we made a point, we never talked about our other relationships in terms of that I don't like your father or mother, or your sister said something, your brother said something. We were very respectful to each of the family member. Very, very respectful. So this is what the purpose of Bhakti Yoga is, looking at all relationship from the vantage of higher self, the divinity within and outside. So this is where, the principle of divinity starts shaping up. Right now, many of us may not even know there are powers beyond us. I was talking to you, Lindsay, just like now, that there are forces beyond us, but sometimes we don't see it. But then we start feeling it. The affection from your best friend. Where that is coming from. Why you get attracted to somebody and not to other. Are there forces? Yes, there are forces. I don't see it. And this is where we start understanding the forces beyond us and the forces of the divinity. So the Ramayana, concluding it, the Ramayana does not teach us how to avoid difficult relationships. It teaches us how to love people in the toughest moment of our life. So let me close by saying this. May we learn to respond like Lakshman, with steadiness instead of reactivity, with boundaries instead of bitterness, and with love that remains even when it is tested. Thank you very much. And before you want to do, let's do an experiment. Everybody holds your hand. Just hold your hand. Just hold your neighbor's hand. Neighbor's hand. Yeah, just everybody hold your neighbor's hand. Connect, make this, just connect. And just close your eyes. Just holding your hand, close your eyes. Try to feel the warmth of your neighbor, the love, relationship. Think in your heart and just feel the warmth. Just wait for 10 seconds. Thank you. Any question? I think we are running a little late, so we can take maybe one question, or we can talk later. Let's switch. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Deepak. We've probably done about 50 of these talks now since we've started these events, and we never repeat a topic. And that just speaks the depth of information that there is in the stories and the wisdom from the literatures in Bhakti Yoga. So now we will get back to our Kirtan, If you need to take a stretch, feel free to stretch. We don't want you meditating on your feet. And once again, we will be back in 33 seconds, guaranteed, or your money back.
Are these yours? Are these yours?
No, they're just the places. If you want to use mine, these are mine. A little bigger.
You want the shape of this come over?
Testing. If anyone hasn't yet, I would recommend maybe standing or stretching your legs to some degree if you want to.
Here.
All right. How's everyone doing? Good. Well, welcome. Thanks for coming. For the people who it's your first time, it's awesome. So as Ian was saying, with these Sanskrit mantras, each word kind of carries power. And one thing that stuck with me when I first started doing Kirtan, the reason I started chanting, was that I heard that repetition of these names, of these revealed names or Sanskrit names, has a purifying effect. And each repetition of the name is kind of like the planting of a seed that purifies us from within. And even if you don't realize it's happening, over time you'll start to see its effect. And for me personally, I've experienced that a lot. So even if sometimes early on, you might get lost in your head of like, why am I still repeating this thing? You kind of come back to that or use it as a meditation to let go of the thoughts. Notice those thoughts, let them go, and just come back to presence and keep repeating the name. And this is one of the first kirtans that I got into, and I'm happy to share it with you now. So this one, similar names of the last one. Can everyone say Radhe?
Radhe.
Govinda.
Govinda.
And Gopala.
Gopala.
Yeah, so this entire mantra is pretty much just those three names in various configurations. together. Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe. Again. Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe. Well, before I get too much further, I do want to mention sometimes part of the kirtan, something that can make it even more powerful, is if you feel like getting up and dancing, your body as a movement is also part of the practice. So feel free if you have the urge to get up and please dance. Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe. Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe. Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe. Govinda Govinda Radhe. Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe. Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe. Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe. Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe. Radhe Radhe Govinda
Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe Radhe Govinda Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Radhe Govinda Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe Radhe Govinda Radhe Govinda Radhe Govinda Radhe Govinda Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Radhe Govinda Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 together. Radhe Govinda.
Thank you, Ethan, for transporting us to India. Alright, once again, we'll do a quick transition. We'll end the night with one final kirtan, and we will then transition to perhaps a big reason why many of you might be here, the food.
That's what I heard.
So most of you may already know the mantra that's on the screen. We sing it very often here. But let's just repeat it again, line by line, to get familiar with it. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Kirtan singers, dancers, and chanters. Okay, come on. A little bit more. I know you have more energy. In addition, I want to thank everybody who helped make this kirtan possible. We had John on the tabla. We had Bree on vocals and kirtan. We had Aksha lead us for a wonderful first and third kirtan. And we had Ethan playing so many different instruments and singing. And we had Jasper on the bass guitar. In addition, I wanted to thank the volunteers who worked behind the scenes to make this event possible. Today we had Nikita, Bharati, Samriddhi, and Nupur. Some cool upcoming events. On March 5th, which is the day after the full moon, we have Wesley joining us. He does some really cool sound work. He brings in more instruments than I can count on my two hands. And it's just a tremendous way to use sound to meditate and find strength in your heart. So that's going to be on the 5th. In addition, we are starting harmonium classes. If you want to learn how to play the harmonium or lead a kirtan, we have a WhatsApp group you can join. This is just where you can scan to join, and it'll be led by our wonderful Ethan right here. He'll be teaching. Speaking of Ethan, I will pass the mic, or perhaps he has his own mic. But we wanted to share a few words about the India retreat, which is coming up. Now is your time to plan for 2027 because it's never too early to start planning. So Ethan is going to briefly talk about the India retreat, which we have coming up. He went on the India retreat this past year. Yeah, feel free to sit down. There's no, if you feel inspired to sit down, you can sit down. And he'll share a little bit for a few minutes about his experience, what to expect, and if you feel like it is something that you'd be interested in, that QR code is the place to, not that one, there's another one, I'll show it in a bit.
All right. Hello, everybody. So yeah, as Ian was saying, I went this India retreat that we just got back from like a week and a half ago. And, oh, a cool picture. Yeah, and if you've never been to India, or if you have been to India, I can highly recommend it. For me, it was a really incredibly life-changing experience. I've been to India once before, just kind of solo traveling for 6 months, like 3 years ago, but on this trip, it was like a week and a half retreat, which was like so much more learning, just condensed into the week and a half. It's kind of hard to describe. It was a beautiful experience, and if you're interested in bhakti, like I was kind of learning about bhakti, getting into kirtan and chanting, and going to this trip was like a catapult forward in my understanding of bhakti and my practice, and my faith and my belief, and just made incredible connections with a lot of other devotees, and you can meet a lot of people who have been on the path of bhakti for many years, and that is something that people had described to me saying, oh, you should increase your association with devotees, and I didn't really know what that meant. But then once I got there and met all these other devotees and bhakti practitioners, I got what that meant, and it really helped me deepen my personal practice. And it really kind of reshaped my goals in life. For so much of my life, I think I'd kind of just been self-serving, kind of in pursuit of pleasure, avoidance of pain, and now kind of reshaped my trajectory in terms of just being of service to others and trying to unlock love in my heart, both for all living beings and also finding it for myself and one another, and how we can share that in the world. And the kirtans that happened there were also mind-blowingly amazing. And I don't know if anyone's heard of Radhanath Swami. So he's also there at the Govardhan Eco Village where this retreat happens, and so you get to see him. He'll just come through like when you're eating and say hello, which is a really special opportunity. And it's really hard to put into words all that I got out of it, but it was really life-changing. And one other thing I want to do a quick plug for is one thing I wasn't expecting. There's a thing called the Bhakti Recovery Group that also happened at the retreat, which was really special. I don't know if folks are familiar with like recovery programs or 12-step programs. I had kind of heard of like Alcoholics Anonymous and things like that. And I personally gotten sober 2 years ago without doing a 12-step program and realized actually those kind of things that we use to cover up our pain is not the problem. The problem is like deeper within. And so Bhakti Recovery Group is a thing that you don't have to go to the retreat to be a part of it. I just want to plug it that it kind of looks at those 12 steps through a lens of bhakti and helped me realize so often with spiritual practice I'd kind of done maybe spiritual bypassing, like trying to do the chanting and all this stuff just to move past all these feelings that I was feeling and realize actually we do need to feel those feelings, we do need to do that inner work, and it helps to do it in community with other people because so many of us have very similar pain just in different configurations, and it helps make it even more human. So that was also a huge takeaway for me, and you can get all kinds of associations with people who are there to help you, help one another, help us grow and heal whatever we've experienced. So I can highly, highly recommend it. It was the best thing I've done. So they're going to do it again in 2027. And if you're on the fence, I was on the fence. I was skeptical. I almost didn't go. And I'm so incredibly grateful that I went and was wished to go. So I recommend it highly.
Yeah, I didn't get to see Ethan for like 4 weeks, but he came back a different person. Truly. Thank you, Ethan. And Ethan, we're very grateful to Ethan because he started coming maybe just like 8 or 9 months ago. And now he's up here with us leading kirtans, he learned harmonium, how to do all these different things.
It's the power of chanting.
All right, yeah, so this WhatsApp group, this is where we'll share information, how to register. We'll have an early registration promo, or whatever you want to call it. So that's the place to be. Speaking of India, if you want to check out a little bit of India, we have it at the back table. All the way from India. So some cool things. And for Kirtan, I forgot to update the slide, but you all know the drill. We have Kirtan next Saturday, the Saturday after that, the Saturday after that, the Saturday after that, and the
Saturday after that.
And
Saturday after that.
very easy to remember, and so on and so on. So you can scan this WhatsApp group. Everything's part of the community. If you join any of the WhatsApp groups, you'll be part of all of our notifications for everything that's going on at Bhakti Studio in terms of yoga events, sound events, retreats, just fun things going on. Yes. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Now to the best part of the event. Some logistics to avoid any collisions in the hallway because we are in a tight space. We're going to exit out of this door right here. And we're going to take a loop, a U-turn around the intersection at the back. Please wait for the signal to turn green. And we will have some wonderful volunteers who are here waiting to serve you a delicious meal cooked with love.
Before we go, though, let's all have a wonderful applause for Ian, who every week comes by, coordinates all of this. So he's also very humble, so he would never, please.
I can come here as much as I want, but it's you guys who come here which make it the energy that pulls me coming back every week. Oh, and one final thing, one very important thing. So I wanted to point out that we have Rishu in the back. Rishu, raise your hand. So, yeah, so Rishu, I met Rishu in 2023. He was one of the first people who ever came to a Kirtan program before Bhakti Studio existed. I was a student at the UW, and he walked into a Kirtan program, and he's perhaps one of the people I've known the longest since we started these events. And fortunately or unfortunately, he's taking a step in his life, and he'll be moving next week to the Bay Area. So I just wanted to say we'll miss you. And in the Bhakti tradition, the way we send someone off with good vibes is with a Hari Bol. So the way you do that is you put up your hands and you say, Hari Bol! Hari Bol! One more, a little more energy. Hari Bol!